FREEFLP here again, producer with the vibe. You're welcome to another video, and in this video I'm going to be giving out this Afrobeat project file FLP for free again. As usual, all you have to do is hit that like, subscribe for access to download if you haven't subscribed yet, and if you have, hit that like and share, and if you've done that, just wait for approval. So without wasting much of our time, let's get right into it. I'm going to play the beat from beginning to the end, and I'm going to go through the step-by-step process on how I did this, but I'm not going to make it too in-depth because the project file is available. You can just go and download it. And for all those that want to follow along as I show what I'm doing, you can always rewind and pause to see what I'm doing or to see what I've done. So without wasting much of our time, let's get right into it.
It's the beats with a vibe.
So I'm not going to play all the beats. You get the idea of the beats. First thing I have here is my pad. Let me solo that. And from my pad, I'm using Expand. I love Expand a lot. So I have the soft pad from Epic Pad right there on Expand. And here's what it sounds like. I'm going to open it in the piano roll. So in case you want to follow along. But this is going to be really fast. So if you're following along, make sure you take it back or just pause the video to copy it. So here it is. This is one of my favorite chord progressions. I really love this chord progression a lot. I relate to it a lot, so I use it a whole lot. So after that, I have my brass, also from Expand. Also from Expand. Here it is. It's just sort of like a chopped up version of, I do this a lot with my beats. I chop some parts of it off to just give it this vibe, and then sometimes I put it underneath, sometimes I use it as a brass sound, sometimes I even use it as a saxophone sound, depending on what I'm going for at that moment in time. So here's how it sounds like. Sort of give that vibe. I started with that, and along with the parts, I actually started with that. I don't know why I started that way, but I did. And then I moved on to my guitar, my bass guitar. Here's what the bass guitar sounds like. It's from Muffin, I think. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's from Muffin, and it's the bass acoustic on that bass guitar there, the first one, bass acoustic FG, bass acoustic 1 FG, and here's how it looks like. Here's what it sounds like. I actually had to process that a little to get it to sound that way. As you can see, I have the compressor here, I have the parametric EQ to cut out some of those high ends from it, so it's not fighting with any of other of the sounds. I see this a lot in the mix where people's bass are extended into the mid-range, and when you add a vocal on it, it tends to fight with vocals a lot. So that was why I EQ'd this out first. I have the Fruity Fast Distort 2 here. I initially added a delay to this. I don't know why I did that, but I turned that off. And I like trying things when I'm mixing to see what works. So I have all those, and here's what it sounds like without the processing. So you can see there's a huge difference with the processing. So huge difference there. So that I have this, my kick, and for my kick I think I doubled them out. Yes, I think I doubled them out. For this particular sound I was going for, I sort of doubled the kicks, pound one to the right a little, one to the left a little, and the other kick is underneath this one. So you can see how they hit hard. Why most of the time when I don't pan my kicks, I take almost the same approach I do with my bass. I use sort of compressor on the kick, or sort of EQ, maybe all this vintage style EQ on the kicks. And there's a particular EQ I use. Yes, this is it. I don't know the name, but I use it to make my drums hit hard. And I'm going to show you under my percussions right there. I use it most of the time for my kicks when I don't double them out, depending on the sound I'm going for at that moment in time. So after that, my conga, and here's what it looks like. So after the conga, I have another bongo. After the bongo, I have a percussion I love using so much. It's an echo percussion. I don't know how I got this percussion anyways, I've forgotten, but it just gives this extra thickness to my percussions. After that, I have another echo percussion right here. But for this one, I think I processed this one a little. Yes, I have it running through a reverb and a delay. Ordinary, it sounds like this. Now it sounds like this. To sort of give this extra vibe to the sound. Then I have a fish right here from Expand also. It's the med nylon guitar, the med nylon string on that guitars there. It's my nylon guitar here. I have that, and I'm gonna open that from the piano roll, and here's what it looks like. Let me play that right here. After that, I have my percussion. Yeah, it's a percussion loop. It doesn't originally sound like that. I always advise when you have any loop whatsoever, whether it's a percussion loop or a melody loop, you should try as much as possible to try and tweak it to sound in context with your beats or with the vibe you're going for. So originally it sounds like this, but after my processing it sounds like this. As you can see, it's hitting more because I have this EQ on. Here's what it sounds like, and after that I added a reverb, and all together before and afterwards. So as you can see, huge changes, huge difference there, huge difference. So I think after that I have some few drum rolls and fills, not really something to get too deep into, but yes, after that I have this. It's also another guitar from Expand, the soft steel string guitar, yes, from Expand, and here's what it sounds like. This is it. One more thing, the bass in the chorus. Here's how it sounds. Just to drive the chorus. I think that's pretty much everything. You can always download the project file from the link in the description below, and hit that like and subscribe to get access to download, and also hit that like and subscribe just to give me this courage to keep posting. Show me some love to keep posting, to keep putting out free stuffs for you all, to keep helping you out on your creative journey. Tip it out, produce out with the vibe. Thank you so much for watching.